Due to Donald Trump's recent presidential race, Melania Trump is getting a lot of publicity, and not all of it is that great. But who is this mysterious woman? Where did she come from, and what secrets does she hold? Join us as we have a look at some things you probably didn't know about Melania Trump. Melania Trump was born in a small country with only 2 million people called Slovenia. If you have trouble locating it on the map, just go to Central Europe, and now look for a chicken-shaped country between Austria and Croatia. Her hometown has a population of less than 5,000 residents and sits about an hour away from any kind of real industrial civilization. Melania began her modeling career at age 5. While most Slovenian kids her age were getting ready to go to kindergarten, Melania Trump was getting ready for the catwalk. Starting her modeling career at the age of 5, the future was bright for this one. She was doing professional commercials by the age of 16 and moved on to Milan at age 18, where she was discovered by the head of a big modeling agency, Paolo Zampalli, who claims that he kickstarted her career and got her US visa. She changed her name. Melania's real name is Melania. It's pronounced exactly the same, but spelled with a J. Her name was Germanized in order to become an easily recognizable household name, and because it's less confusing in the modeling world. Her last name, originally spelled with a V and just one S, turned into a U and 2 S's, which is often the name the media uses today. She's a university dropout. Melania reportedly attended a secondary school of design and photography in her home country and finished up just 1 year at university before dropping out. Many sources claim that she graduated from the university with a degree of architecture and design, but the university that was supposedly associated with the school she attended quickly stated that this was a fake claim, as no such university existed during the time of her supposed graduation, and there was no evidence of dissertation found under her previous name. Melania had a $1 million wedding. Like a true princess, Mrs. Trump doesn't spare time or money when it comes to love. For their wedding, the Trump couple spent more than $1 million total, and a fair share of that went to Melania's wedding gown. Supposedly, the dress ornamentation took more than 500 hours to complete. But then again, if she's marrying Trump, she probably has expensive style and taste to begin with. Melania Trump speaks 5 languages. That's right, she reportedly speaks Slovenian, Serbian, English, French, and German. And we bet she can probably throw some Italian in the mix as well. In Slovenia, English is taught since kindergarten, and the children can choose their third language, either German, Italian, French, or Spanish once they're in high school. It took her 7 years to marry Donald Trump. Melania and Donald met at a Fashion Week party owned by a modeling agency in 1998. And at the time, Mr. Trump had his own date for the evening. But of course, he still asked Melania for her number. After she refused, he gave her his own number, and she called him a few days later. Then in 2005, they finally got married. Melania became a citizen in 2006. As a model, Melania did plenty of work outside of Slovenia. She would end up coming to the United States in 1990, but did not become a full citizen until 1 year after her marriage with Donald Trump in 2006. Melania launched a jewelry collection. In the year 2010, she launched her own jewelry collection called Melania Timepieces and Jewelry with QVC. Now, we're not sure whether it was a household name, the jewelry itself, or the superb QVC marketing that did the trick, but the collection was sold out in just 45 minutes. Melania wanted to repeat the success in 2013 and launched Melania Caviar Complex C6 skincare collection. But unfortunately, it did not turn out to be as successful. She ended up in a $50 million lawsuit over promotions. Melania claims she doesn't have a nanny for her children. Now, this might be the reason that she's not appearing in the campaigns to support Donald Trump or hasn't really been a big business name in the past few years. Melania claims that she'll always be a mother first and focus on everything else second, to concentrate on raising her son Barron, who was born in 2006. She would go on to tell Harper's Bazaar, quote, "I don't have a nanny. I have a chef, and I have my assistant, and that's it. I do it myself. You know, those hours with your child are really important ones, even if it's just the two of you being quiet in the car together." End quote. This also brings us to our next point. Melania did not want her husband to run for president. Trump told the Washington Post that Melania didn't really enjoy the idea of being the first lady. In her words, she apparently said, "We have such a great life. Why do you want to do this?" But Donald Trump also claims that both Melania and Ivanka begged him to act more presidential, which brings even more questions. Is his own family not happy with his candidacy? We'd love to know. Would the extended Trump family vote for Hillary if it meant Donald could become a better family guy? Melania has two siblings. Melania has an older sister, Inez, and a half-brother from her father Victor's previous marriage, Dennis. She's never met her brother and denied his existence until the media dug him up in 2016. Dennis reported to a Slovenian newspaper that he'd like to have a drink with his sister, as well as Inez and his father. He never met any of them, as his father abandoned his mother and requested an abortion. While Inez moved to New York, 50-year-old Dennis remained in Slovenia and has been happily married for the past 21 years. You can only imagine how awkward the family reunion would be. Rumors of Melania's first boyfriend have been denied. The media reports that Melania's first boyfriend was Peter Butolen, who claims that he dated Melania when she was 17 years old. To his description, Melania was his first love, and the most beautiful girl that he ever laid eyes on. He mentioned that she was very humble and had a modest upbringing, but they supposedly broke up when Butolen had to leave for the army. At the time, an obligation for all men. A spokesperson for Melania Trump denies this rumor, and so does her sister, who wrote, "Don't lie, Peter," on her Facebook page. But then again, Peter also argues that he dated her sister after the breakup. Melania likes to challenge her husband. In an interview, Melania claims that she never fully agrees to her husband, and that she's not a "yes sir" kind of girl. Whether this is true or not, it's an admirable trait for a wife of a strong-minded individual like Trump. She's gone on to state that she'll often give him his own opinions, and that she claims sometimes he accepts them and sometimes he doesn't. Here's a surprisingly inspirational Melania Trump quote everyone should hear. Quote, "No matter who you're married to, you still need to lead your life." End quote. And no, she didn't copy it from Michelle Obama. At least we don't think she did. Melania's stepchildren are just a few years younger than her. To make things even more weird in the Trump family, Melania's 4 stepchildren are only a few years younger than she is. In case you forgot, she's 45 years old. Donald Trump Jr. is 38. Ivanka is 34. Eric Trump is 32. And Tiffany Trump is 23. But what's even weirder? Most of them could be Barron's parents. This has been just a short look at things you probably didn't know about Melania Trump, but what did we miss? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're here, be sure to subscribe for more videos like this one in the future. Also, check out our video on the loves that Trump left behind. Thanks for watching.